Hello, Metamorphosis community. I am so freaking pumped to dive in with you guys today because today's topic is going to be the key to scaling your 7-figure empire. I already know you're sharing important work. You're on your way to making worldwide impact. But what is really going to drive this in is becoming a specialist in your craft. I see so many people out here, including so many of you on the internet, sharing such amazing, impactful work. But what happens is we get lost in the noise. I see so many of you who are like sharing such important stuff, but it's getting lost in the sea of the noise online. And not only that, when you are just sharing more general work or sharing for not necessarily a particular soulmate client, you are not serving in your highest potential. And you are not serving your soulmate clients. When you become a specialist, and I'm going to get into all these words in just a minute, you connect with your soulmate path. So what is a specialist? Why is this important to become one and to specialize your craft? And how does it connect you to your soulmate audience? All of this. I'm also going to talk about how this completely changed my business and how this has helped me scale to 6 figures, and we're growing and growing from here. So let's get into it. You know that you're meant to build this big empire. You know that you have something really special to share. And you're already sharing a lot of like awesome things, but when you're going to tap into your secret sauce, like your secret sauce that cannot be found anywhere, you are like the one with the secret sauce. This lives within you. Once you tap into this, this is what is going to create just unreal magnetism in your business. Whether you're a business mentor, health mentor, relationship, etc., whether you focus on your modalities right now, you have secret sauce to share that is meant to be shared with the world. You are meant to be a specialist. And what does this mean? I want you to think of a doctor's office. We have the general practitioners, we have the urologists, we have the surgeons, we have the heart surgeon, we have the neurosurgeon, all these different things. And as we know, these all get paid different amounts. And this is because specialization. A neurosurgeon is always going to be paid more than even a heart surgeon or a general practitioner. And so it's not even necessarily about being paid more. It's just that they, like a general practitioner can help all different people, where a neurosurgeon is meant to help for a particular thing. And so when you bring this into spiritual work, this is, of course, this is a bit of apples to oranges. There's some nuances here, but when you specialize as a spiritual healer, you are sharing a complete unique sauce that is only unique to you. And not only that, it's the path that the universe, your guides, angels, God, etc., lead you to. So this is all intuitively guided, and this is how I guide people in the metamorphosis spaces like the butterfly effect in my one-on-ones, and even Take Flight, where we're getting really into the key specializations. The butterfly effect is foundationals and kind of like lays the ground for the type of work you're meant to share. And then from there, you figure out your specialty. So this is so important. I think it's something that gets overlooked. A lot of people, and myself included, we jump online, we just start like sharing our work. We start kind of like sharing videos without a whole rhyme or reason. And this is all a perfectly imperfect part of starting your business. And so I was here for a long time. I was sharing my readings online for quite a bit of time, definitely over a year, where I was just sharing generally to an open audience. And I was making like $1,000 a month. Like I was like, I'm sitting here like, I know I'm meant to be like sharing this work, but I'm not necessarily scaling. I'm not necessarily meeting soulmate clients. I'm meeting some clients that are still in my world. The craziest part, and this is where I'm going to get into the specialization with your soulmate audience and like why I think this is so key. This is because when I was sharing my general readings, my soulmate clients that are still on my page from that period of time are healers and lightworkers who are interested in my work. So I just had my cat jump up here. If you see the cat jumping around, I apologize. So this is really powerful. And I'm going to tell you like how I landed where I am and how that then helped me to scale, and how I even specialized a bit more to help me scale even beyond, and how I'm continuing from there. So again, I was sharing general readings and not feeling magnetism at all. It wasn't until I was intuitively guided to start speaking to a particular soulmate avatar, which is healers and lightworkers, that is when I realized I'm here to help people with their money things. So that being said, that was this catalyst that once I started speaking to that, of course, once you start speaking to a new avatar, it takes a period of time to build your audience and whatnot. But once I started really building my audience, my business scaled from 1K months to 5K months, 5K months to 20K months to 40K months, and now beyond. And so this was because I got really specific on who I was speaking to. And the minute that I got specific, things really started to open up. But what I've worked on in the past few months that's really helped me scale like beyond to now 40K months and beyond is the fact that I got really clear on not only the specialization on like I'm helping people build their business and, you know, learn how to make money and embody money and whatnot. I am now focused on helping people reach their soulmate audiences and tapping into that magic and using their intuition. And so because I got really, really, really clear on who I'm speaking to, this is what's like really helped me to start magnetizing, because I have something that not a lot of people are speaking on. There's definitely talk about soulmate audience. I'm even working on specializing even more right now. So that being said, specialization is going to help you stand out in the marketplace. And when you stand out in the marketplace, you are actually going to be serving more. That's the thing. So, and this is where your soulmate audience is. So let's like talk a little bit more about this. I'm going to talk a bit more about how when I was sharing general intuitive readings, I was connecting with people that felt like soulmate clients. And then I realized when I got really clear on my soulmate path and my soulmate audience, that these people it was because I was tapping into my soulmate audience. It was like the universe was like giving me breadcrumbs through these people. And there's people, maybe you're watching this right now, who are still on my page who've been with me since my intuitive readings. And so what I started to realize then when I started specializing, the synchronicities that started unrolling with the people on my pages were insane. And you've maybe seen my social media formula and whatnot, and knowing that, you know, we are able to tap into flow through social media. And this was a period of time where suddenly I started having people literally say, the universe sent you, you're meant to be on my page, etc. And there's this is almost like a side topic, but this is the formula that I share when you do get really clear on like who you're meant to speak to, and then literally intuitively getting that guidance and like how to connect with them. It's like putting out a bat signal, and then people get to your page and they're like, I know I'm supposed to be here. I've literally had clients get on one call with me and sign up overnight from using this formula. So I started to realize once I got clear, I'm like, oh my gosh, that was my soulmate audience. And so I started tapping into them, but I was not tapping into it when I was speaking generally. I was just getting some breadcrumbs. My soulmate clients are always people who are feeling called to serve and scale as healers and light workers. But then as I've gone along, I got more and more and more specific. It wasn't just about healers and light workers. It's about healers and light workers who feel called to build 7-figure empires, like people who are here to do big shit. They're feeling really ambitious on scaling a large business because they feel that pull. They're not just here to like serve some and get their needs met, which is nothing wrong with that. They're here to like do some crazy life-changing things. They're here to travel around the world, host retreats worldwide, and not only that, share their specialization. So again, when you start specializing and getting clear on who your soulmate audience is, this is going to tap you into an abundance flow, because the universe and God want you to serve here. It wants you to serve these people who are in your audience, and you'll reach that by getting clear on what your specialization is. And again, this is all intuitively guided. So, gosh, I'm so passionate about this. Like I'm out of breath from speaking, but I just have like so much I can say about this. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of drop in and post a really short video about specialization, as this is going to be a huge main component of the metamorphosis community. I truly believe when you embody your specialization, and again, not only does it help you scale, it helps you serve the people you're meant to. It helps you serve more people, and it's going to help you get paid better for your work. You're going to be able to work with people in longer containers. You're going to be able to work with people lifelong, because you are taking them down a path that you're forging. Your specialization is the path that you are forging ahead. And as a specialist, you are literally being paid to do the inner work around it. So this is metamorphosis. Your metamorphosis when you step into your specialization is crazy. Looking back when I started tapping into my specialization, I was able to the amount of inner work that started transpiring was a lot different than when I was more general. I was playing safe. I was like hiding behind my general readings. I knew that I was like meant to be serving people more long term. I didn't know exactly how to get there. and I was intuitively guided there in so many different ways. There's too many stories to like summarize how I got there. But when I started doing my specialization, I literally was able to sink into the path like so much deeper, so much deeper. I feel like a leader of a path rather than someone who was just trying to like cut through the noise, which is what I started to realize as I was doing a bunch of my TikTok lives and all these things for my readings. So definitely drop a comment if this is resonating for you. And for those that are just like watching the replay on my email list or wherever this is being sent, definitely want to hear your guys' thoughts on this, because this is really big stuff. And this is something that I've seen work for my clients really well as well. I have a few people in the butterfly effect who got clear on like connecting with their soulmate audience and like was able to literally replace their investment within a month. I've also had people like use the formula which connects you to your soulmate audience, and this all has to do with specialization, and like get 4 people reaching out, some of them signing on to one-on-ones, having 4-figure sales for the first time ever in their businesses, and like serving people at such a freaking high level. It's like honestly so magical. So I can't wait to dive in deeper more and more with you guys moving forward on this, because yes, Metamorphosis is all about specialization and you being highly paid and a highly renowned healer. Specialization is the answer.